Well, hello, everybody. Good morning. Good morning, Angie and Mary, Melanie. Teresa's in here. Woohoo! And I just saw Mary over at Brian's channel at Castle Hives. So if you are a subscriber to Castle Hives, he's having a live right now, too. He's been on for about a half hour. I stopped in and said hi. And sometimes I go back and forth on live so I can watch everything. Hey, Chris, how are ya? Oh, Chris says, I'm going to be working outside, but I'm here to support. Awesome. Hi, Tina. How are you? It is a beautiful morning in sunny Arizona today. And it is supposed to be, I think, 88 degrees. And I actually have a mail call today. Oh, can't show you that side. From Kevin over at Lazy Pond Farm. So I will open that up after a little bit. I don't know what it is. It's very heavy. So that's kind of fun. And I am going to put a banner across because I have a question for you guys. There it goes. And as you know, we are down in Arizona for the winter for the very first time. And little Frenchie in Big Texas is here. Hello, how are you? Hi, Lynn. So fun. And Pupper, oh, I'm bad at names that I don't know. I'm sorry. Hello. And so we're down in Arizona. It's going to be 88 degrees today. And usually when I'm talking on a live, I'll say /Arizona because we're down in Arizona. And I don't want people to be like, why is it not snowy? And she's doing stuff in the garden. So I thought maybe I should change my channel name and have a /Arizona because we own our little house now. And we're about to do a whole bunch of stuff to change it, modernize it. And so we plan on being down here basically half and half. So I can have 2 gardening seasons. And I know that Lynn, who has been living in Florida, is actually going to move back to Texas. And she's, let me put that comment up. And so she is moving back to Texas. And I think I'm not sure if all of her grandkids are there, but some of them are there. And so she is going to be in between 2 places also. Oh, it's Colin. Hello. Hello. And oh, hi, Ramy. Is it just Ramy or is it Ramy and Shane? Diamond Bell Branch Homestead is here. Now they have 2 houses. And so they have channel, on their videos, they're showing both places that they're doing, their homesteading place and a regular place. And so that has been really interesting. And hi, Belinda. How are you? Hi, Karen. Hi, Vicki. Oh, Vicki, you are from Cody, Wyoming. Awesome. Reagan is barking at something, so Joe's taking him outside. We have these feral cats. Hi, Karen. How are you? We have these feral cats, and they actually, I'm sure it was the cat, because the night before I showed my aunt and uncle who have gotten down here from Oklahoma the hummingbirds, and they were perfectly fine. It was later in the evening, and they were perfectly fine. And the next morning, I went to check on them because I always go over and say hi. Hi, Pete. How are ya? And something had destroyed the hummingbird nest. The 2 little babies were gone. The branch was broken. And so I'm assuming it was the feral cats. So I was very sad, actually. It was extremely sad. But the worst thing about it, Joe and I were sitting out later in the morning, and Mama comes back to the tree. Because they were big enough, they had feathers. And so she wasn't at the nest all the time. And she comes back and she's flying all around where the nest was. And then all of a sudden she flies right at me, and she's maybe 5 feet away from me and just hovers staring at me and then flies off. And I thought, oh my gosh, she thinks I did. It was horrible. It was worse. So hopefully, a lot of times the hummingbirds will make two sets of babies in 1 year. So I'm hoping, and I hope she builds it higher in the tree, because I could get on the little step ladder and film it very easily. So I was very sad about that. Hi, Pre-Hanley Maid. I saw you the other night. You were in Gail's live, I think it was, that I stopped by. So then I could put a face to you. So that was awesome. Hi, Jason. Jason has sent me something in the mail. And I'm going to do a video about it. So I'm not giving away the surprise, because it is a big surprise, not just for me, but for you guys too. And so I'm very excited about that. So you have to look for that video. And I was hoping that Kevin over at Lazy Pond Farm would come in. So I'm going to wait for a little bit, because I have a box from him. Now, across the bottom, there is a thing that says, should I change my channel name to SuburbanHomesteaderWY-AZ? Would you guys say yes or no? Because I'm okay either way, but I just thought maybe it would be a little bit easier for people. Jason, I can't wait to get it either. I will check on Monday to see if it's in the P.O. box. I'm not sure if you sent it to my house or to my P.O. box. So, totally excited. I mean, beyond excited. So, and you guys should be too, because there's something, oh, I can't even say. So anyway. Oh, so got one yes. So think about that. Should I change it? Because I think they might let me change it. YouTube has some rules on how many times you can change your channel name. And so I will see. Remy says yes, because we have both homes. And see, that's what I'm thinking, because I want to be able to show how you can be a suburban homesteader both places. Angie says yes. Lynn says yes. Awesome. Now, where it says My Perfect Life, let me put that up there. Oh, sorry, Lynn. Press the wrong one. It moved. My Perfect Life. This is Angie. This is my oldest daughter. And she just started this channel. I don't think she has even any videos up for it. She does have another channel that's called With or Without Soil. And that's all about hydroponics and growing things. But she wanted another thing that she could really just do all aspects of her life. And so she's going to have 2 channels. Why not? I find it absolutely fabulous. And there are some fun contests this summer. You know, I'm doing the postage stamp garden challenge, and there's a video for that you guys can watch. And you can't go more than 24 square feet. I'm giving prizes away and an Amazon gift card, and you can watch the video for that. But there are a couple other channels that are doing some fun contests. And so let me put that up on a banner. And Wyatt Family Farm is doing a giant carrot contest. And 4 Kids in a Farm is with Haas Tools and Seeds. And they are doing a giant pumpkin contest, in which Haas Tools is giving away $200 for the largest pumpkin. Now, you do have to buy the seeds from them, which I'm totally okay with. And they have 4 different large pumpkins that they have seeds with. One of them is out of stock, but Aaron told me in a thing this morning that Haas Tools said it'll be back in stock in about 2 weeks. And so if you want to do a giant pumpkin, you could win $200. So why not? Now, Wyatt Family Farm is doing a giant, the hashtag is WFF Giant Veg Challenge 21, but it is on carrots, on who can grow the biggest carrot. And it should be way fun. And so I think the consensus this morning is that I should add AZ to my channel name. So I'm going to do that. That is awesome. Oh, Kevin. Kevin at Lazy Pond Farms is here. Kevin, got a box from you? And I'm opening it. So let me get my trusty knife, because all gardeners should have a knife in their pocket. And I don't know what this is from Kevin at Lazy Pond Farms. Now, if you haven't checked out Kevin at Lazy Pond Farms, you need to. He has a video that has like 1.3 or 1.4 million views. It's a giving birth. It is just like awesome. So I'm opening my box. And there's a container in it. Kevin, it's taped up very well. Oh, Kevin is still on Brian's live. And if you just came in, Brian over at Castle Hives is having a live. And so go back and forth, because I've done that on lives before. I've just gone back and forth so I get everything. I hate missing my friends' lives. And I'm still cutting. It's like wrapped up and wrapped up and wrapped up. Oh my gosh. Now, if you haven't been on any of Kevin's lives, there's an obsession going on there. Not just by Kevin, by everybody that's on his lives. Because what did he send me? Ginger beer. Thank you, Kevin. That is awesome. Oh, so exciting. Yeah, well, ginger. Yeah, it has a Q on the front. And it gives you direction on how you can make a spectacular Moscow mule. I'm going to take one out so you can see it. And then I'll put them in the refrigerator. Ginger beer. Hi, Todd. How are ya? So fun. Yeah, it came in the mail. I wasn't expecting it. It was so heavy. And I thought, what is in this box? So I thought, first I was going to do a video yesterday. And then I thought, I'm going to open it in my live. That is awesome. Now, one of my questions for you guys is, what are some weird, unusual vegetables you're growing this year in your garden? I'm going to show you mine. And I did grow this last year, so I already knew how it is. There. Oyster leaf. Has anybody grown this before? Kevin says he literally just drank a ginger beer. Now, oyster leaf, you can eat it in salads. You can eat it raw. I'm adding it to oyster stew. It grows in Scotland on the coast, and it is a great plant, and it's beautiful. It has an unusual color, more like a red cabbage color, because our soils are so alkaline. Our red cabbages aren't really red. They're bluish. Hi, Vicki. Oh, Vicki, blue pumpkins. I have grown blue pumpkins before. They are spectacular. In fact, some of my favorite pumpkins to grow are unusual ones. There's a few of them from France that I grow each year because they are spectacular at making pumpkin pie with. Oh, look at this. Kevin is buying some mushroom kits this year. Oh, those are so good. We have done that a lot of times. And in fact, the Master Gardeners back in Wyoming, we brought in a mushroom specialist for a class. And we did this thing with and you grew mushrooms in toilet paper rolls. I mean, the actual toilet paper. You had to soak them, and they grew so many mushrooms. It was craziness. And so I should do one of those, a video of that, because that was spectacular. The scrolling by fast. Oh, look at this. Look at this interesting one. Martina cucumbers. Lemon cucumbers I have grown. Very cool. But martini. I have not heard of those. I have to check those out. Jason at Homesteading Northern Michigan is thinking about a mushroom garden because he has a lot of hardwood. And, you know, I would like to do some mushrooms in those sections of hardwood, and you do the drills and you put the plugs in, and that would be really interesting to me. And so, Jason, I would like to see those videos. That is cool. Oh, Todd says, my vanilla extract is wonderful, Sandy. 6 months old. You know, I forgot my vanilla down here, right? When I came down, I forgot to bring one of my jars of vanilla. And I have tried different vanillas from the stores. I have to tell you, horrible. And so about a month ago, I started some just because I just couldn't stand it, even though I knew I couldn't use it yet. But it was just the whole idea that I could open it up and it would smell wonderful. And while I changed it to a different jar this morning, I bought a pretty one at Hobby Lobby. And it smelled so good. It smelled way better. It tasted way better than the stuff I bought in the store. Oh, and look at who is here. Healthy Homestead Chick. That is Shelly. Shelly, how is Doug's dad? I watched the video that he did for the members. Oh, Doug is in here too. Hi, Doug. His Way Homestead. And I cried, Doug, watching your video about your dad, because, you know, I didn't put this in there, but my Aunt Marion, who is my godmother, she's 95. She had a stroke yesterday, and so she's in the hospital. And I had watched your video, and it was just like, oh, the ones we love. So hard. Doug says he's driving, so he's just listening. Doug, we love you. And so thanks everybody so far that have come in. I appreciate it. And I'll go back through the whole comments because I want to see all the different things that people are going to grow this year that they haven't grown before, or it's an unusual vegetable and you just want to share it. It's just so funny. Now, we go back to Arizona next month. Or not Arizona, we go back to Wyoming next month. And so I'm taking inventory of what I need to bring back because we just brought our truck. If it didn't fit in the truck, we didn't bring it. So there are things that we bought here. And Joe, you're not plugged in. Joe, you're not plugged in. Joe's over on the computer. I can hear everything that the video he's watching. Sorry. So if you could hear other words, that's because Joe was on and he had it plugged into the wrong thing. Hi, Lynn. I'm going to put that up. Lynn says, I am from the city and new to homesteading. Have so much to learn. Thank you for inspiring me. I made 8 jars of vanilla extract and will be ready close to the holidays. Awesome. Vanilla is one of the best things I like to give away on the holidays because we have lots of kids, we have lots of extended family, we have lots of friends, and it's just so much fun. And it's something they can use, and every time they use it, Nightbot. Anyway, every time they use it, they think of you. Now, Nightbot is in the house. And Nightbot, I decided I would put all of the people that had channels that are members so that Nightbot would put them up for you. So Nightbot just put up, show you, flour, eggs, and yeast because they're one of my members. And so it gives their channel, and then it keeps it up for a certain amount of time, and it will put up one of the other ones. Like Karen is in here, and it says In the Kitchen with Karen, and it has her channel, and so that you can pop over and you can subscribe to them. And this is the first time I ever did that. Doug over at His Way Homestead talked about it the other night, and so I went in to Nightbot and I added that. Now Nightbot can be crazy if you have too many emojis, if you have too many capital letters. He will talk to you. Sometimes I think Nightbot is kind of rude, but it's just a computer. It's not actually a person. Hi, the best life. How are you? And there were a few things that I'm going around my house. What am I going to bring back? Now, I don't know if you can see it, but next to the window there, that's my fig tree. And I'm actually rooting a branch off of that one that I rooted in water, and then I planted in, Hi, Mackenzie. How are you? And that I'm going to bring back. But it actually is making the little things to do the figs. So I'm very excited about that. And Jason says, how do you know Nightbot isn't a person? Because you get to set things. Do this, don't do this. And that is so funny. Oh, Lisa, that is so sweet. She said she's glad she found my channel and subscribed. I'm so excited. Thank you so much. And she made vanilla on Tuesday. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate that. You will love the vanilla. Now, I know you can make vanilla faster. There's a lot of videos, and they make it in 6 months or 3 months, and they have all these different things. And however you want to make it is good, because just make the vanilla. But I never mind waiting the 2 years. And so you can, you make some, and then 6 months later you start some more, and 6 months later you start some more. So you always have that continuous cycle of vanilla. And I am giving vanilla beans away. So if you haven't seen that video, go on to it. You have to make a comment. You can say anything. You can just say vanilla beans. But whatever you say, it has to have vanilla beans in it, because when the computer goes to pick, those are the 2 words that it's going to do it. And you guys must be talking about vanilla. Lisa says, I was so shocked about the added sugar and the water. Oh, and a lot of vanillas have corn syrup added to them. Yeah, it's not good. And Nightbot is showing homesteading Northern Michigan, and that is Jason. And he just showed his way homestead, and that's Doug and Shelly. And Shelly has homestead chick, healthy homestead chick. Hi, Deborah. And Deborah, make sure you say vanilla beans in that video so that you can go in, because I'm giving 60 vanilla beans away. So 3 people can win 20 vanilla beans each. And Angie is right. Homemade vanilla is the best. It's just like, yay! And Jason says, hey, that's me, because Nightbot just showed him. And so that's just a benefit of members. Well, hello, Day. And this is Day. She lives on the Oregon coast. She is a member. I'm a subscriber of her channel, and she has fabulous videos on the coastline. So it's very cool. I really appreciate it. Now, I have a very new channel that I subscribe to, and I am going to put a ticker up, and it's down under Farm and Forge Knife Giveaway. Now, I was on a live talking. I was one of the people talking on the side of a live, and they said for everybody to go over to this channel. Now, he's in Australia, and he was doing a video about he was working his way to 1,000 subscribers. So they asked everybody that was on the side if they would go over, say hi to him, subscribe, do a raid. And I think he was at that point was like at 945 for subscribers. And so almost everybody that was on that live went over, and they started doing comments, and it was really it was really interesting. And then all of a sudden another live came over, all the people that were in that live. And by the time I left that live stream, he had over 1,000. He was in tears. He was crying. He was making everybody else cry. It was just awesome, the YouTube community, on what they did for him that day. So anyway, he is giving a knife away. Now, when I said that I would I was going to watch his live when he gives it away, because you have to watch that video, because there's a thing you have to write in the comments to go into the drawing. But he says if you live in a country that he can't do a knife for, he'll do a garden tool or do something else with his forge for you, which I just thought was fabulous. And he said he didn't care how much it cost him to mail it. And he was a really cool guy. And I hadn't seen him before. And by the time I was ready to leave, I had subscribed to him and I had watched different videos since then. And I just really liked him. And so it's a great way to support. And he is actually moving to America. So that should be a whole fun transition of videos. So I thought that was kind of cool. So I thought I would just support him today, and I would have that as a tier across the bottom. Now, it is starting to be springtime in some places. I mean, where we are in Arizona, it never, the rarity of it even frosting is unusual. In fact, Joe ran water lines for my new citrus trees that we planted down here. He only went down 6 inches. In Wyoming, if we didn't want lines to freeze, we would have to go down 3 feet. Or you'd have to blow all your lines out each year. But 6 inches, and that was just so it didn't get too hot. Hi, Lisa Gill. How are you? Now, Lisa Gill was one of my big winners of my last live. I was very excited. So I hope she has gotten all of her prizes, because some things weren't coming directly from me. They were coming from Teesprings. And so I hope she got everything already. And Diamondville Ranch Homestead, they are in Arizona also. And she's laughing because Arizona does have its perks. And we had only come down to see my parents, you know, sometimes in the wintertime. We had never spent more than, not even probably a week down here. And we have to say we do love it. Vicki, we are from Gillette. So it's the northeast corner of Wyoming. We're really close to the Black Hills. All of our grandkids live in the Black Hills. So it's like 2 hours to go see our grandkids. So that is always fun. Now, homesteading Northern Michigan, Jason, he has to go set up his sugar evaporator. Now, if you haven't seen any of the videos lately, he has maple trees. And so he got the syrup out of the maple trees, and he has been making maple syrup. So, Jason, goodbye. Thanks so much for stopping in. And he has a great channel, and him and I are great friends. So that has been very fun. Now, as you know, I got into Shed Wars, and I am going to be on Team Woodcutter. And there are some channels in here, so I would like to know what, if you try to get in Shed Wars, what team you are on. And I'm a preparer. I like to get things ready. Oh, Lisa says she has some friends in Torrington, Laramie, and Cheyenne. I have friends in Laramie and Cheyenne too. In fact, we were eating pizza last night downtown, in old downtown Yuma. And the people next to us were from Cheyenne, Wyoming. It was so funny. I had my t-shirt on that says Suburban Homesteader Wyoming. And when they got up to leave, he says, "Are you from Wyoming?" And so then we talked. And we talked about all the snow that came into Cheyenne. But back to Shed Wars. Yes. And look at this. This is so exciting. My soon-to-be great-grandson will live in the Black Hills too. My very first great-grandson. Woohoo! I'm so excited. But that also does mean that Angie, at My Perfect Life, will be a grandmother. Ooh. Is she old enough to be a grandmother? But anyway, Shed Wars. There. I like to prepare. I like to know what I'm doing. And with Shed Wars, you have to do things. You have to do 2 videos a month, because the whole idea of Shed Wars is to be a teacher, to show people, let them know what they can do. What are the possibilities of what they can do? How to grow things easier. Those are things that Shed Wars is about. Now, sometimes they jab at each other, and sometimes people take that the wrong way, but it really is only in fun. They're not trying to be mean, even though sometimes it may seem that way, but it's just supposed to be great family fun. And in fact, one of the teams that are on are kids. And so they did some changing a little bit so that that was possible. And I'm really looking forward to that. That is going to be really fun to see what the kids come up with. But anyway, my notebook. And I'm on Team Woodcutter. So, of course, I have all the rules. And then I wrote down all the people on our team because I wanted to be able to go over and watch those videos of what people are doing. And then I have a section for seeds and plants, project, video ideas, and you have to keep track of your produce. You have to weigh your produce. And the team that wins, that has the most produce, wins. And Haas Tools and Seeds is giving things away. But, you know, I'm kind of crafty too. So I'm making a wall hanging. So I just started. I ironed on this material, but all around here, I'm going to put carrots and tomatoes and flowers and cabbages. And I'll show it to you when I get all the way done. I'm just so excited. You know, how can you go wrong? You get a garden, you get to teach people, because I love teaching people. I can't even tell you how many hundreds of classes I've taught on gardening because it is so much fun. Oh, thanks, Lynn. You are so sweet. If you want to know somebody who is talented, it is Lynn. And she has, I follow her on Instagram, and she's posts all of the different things that she's doing. Just so fabulous. Nightbot put up Mary's Ranch and Wild Cooking. Mary is a jewel. You will just love her to death. And she was over at Brian's live too. And so I was so happy that she came over. So I'm sure she's going back and forth because you can easily do that. You just have a couple tabs up on your computer and you can go back and forth. It's awesome. Oh, you're a first time ever gardener with your son Z. I did see that you were on my team. I'm so excited. We will see all the things that we can do together. Maybe we can do a collaboration together. That would be so fun. And like Shelly at Healthy Homestead Chick that's in here, she's on our team too. And so I'm very excited. And Mary, are you on our team? I have to look in my book. I was thinking yes, but maybe I'm wrong about that. But very exciting. Tyrannical Mystery Covers. Well, hello. How are you? Have you ever been in one of my lives before? I'm so excited. Putting you up. Very cool. Very, very cool. Now, my very first video for Shed Wars, because we can start putting videos up next week. And I'm going to show you a very great way to start your seedlings. Because the hardest thing about starting seedlings indoors is water. Either the seedlings get too wet and they have dampening off problems, or they have mold, or fungus, or gnats, or you can't keep them wet enough. And so the seeds dry out, they don't germinate. Hi, Teresa. Flour, eggs, and yeast is in the house. Very cool. And so I'm going to show you a technique. And actually, I got this from a very old gardening book. And so I had to tweak it a little bit to be a little bit more modern because they were using iron plates and wooden boxes. But the idea, the theory behind it is sound. And so I am going to do that for my very first Shed Wars video. So that way, if you like the idea, you have time to do it. And Tyrannical Mystery Covers is new. So that is awesome. Oh, Bob, thank you so much. Bob Brink just became a YouTube member. Thank you. I so appreciate that. Now, being a member is different than being a subscriber. And hi, Sue. Sue says it's her first live also. And to be a member, you pick a level on which you're going to do, and I do different things. Like I just sent out key rings and leather bracelets to all my members that wanted them. I made hats that I did on my knitting machine for all my members. And I've done Christmas ornaments, just perks for being a member. So Cat Without the Hat is here too. Now, don't you just love that name? The first time I saw that on somebody's live, I thought, that is an awesome name. So much fun. But if you came in just lately, earlier we were talking about weird, crazy things that you're going to grow in your garden. So this is one of my weird, crazy things I am going to grow in my garden. Oh, Tony, sometimes Nightbot can be crazy. Tony and Day are with Monty in Motion. And so a lot of times just ignore Nightbot. The reason why channels have Nightbot is because it really can help with trolls or spammers that come in. But sometimes regular people, it just says things. So just ignore Nightbot. And Mackenzie, I ordered them from Baker Seeds because they were one of my favorite companies to order from, because they have a fabulous story behind. The seeds and the germination rate has been very good. In fact, on this one, look, let me see if I can make it so you can see that. They overpacked it because the germination was low. It was only 49%. So that lets the gardener know that you need to plant more seeds than you would have otherwise. And I appreciate that. Oh, Charmaine, how are you? Oh, and she has to go. Charmaine is just the sweetest subscriber. Sweetest. So I hope you have a great weekend. And there's a lot of seed places I order from. Like I ordered my pumpkins from Haas because they are having that contest. And so I'm going to put that back up. There's a carrot contest this year, a largest pumpkin contest, and then I'm doing my postage stamp garden challenge, because I wanted to have a challenge that even if you only had a few pots or a balcony, or if you only planted inside, you could still win. And so that's that. And you can pull up that video. It's called Postage Stamp Garden Challenge. And I'm giving away Amazon gift card and a bunch of prizes. So it's fun. And the Amazon gift card, somebody from any place in the world, of course, could win. If it's a physical garden tool that I'm giving away with that, you have to live in the continental United States. So that's kind of cool. And it's just fun. But we are just like so excited because like, what are the things I have to do when we get back to Wyoming? Because we'll get back in April. And usually I already have a lot of garden seedlings already growing by that time. And so it's going to be a mad rush to get lots of things started. I'll have to set up my hydroponics, get that all ready again, because we didn't bring the hydroponics down here. So I'm really considering buying hydroponics for down here because it is just so great. And this is from Bob, who is a new member. Oh, Big Sky Country. I have gone skiing at Big Sky. That is so fun. Um, thank you, thank you, thank you. So kind of you. I tell you, um, I if you're a YouTube channel, sometimes when you go into your studio, there's a bar across the top, and they will ask you if you are willing to do surveys for them. Or sometimes it'll pop up on the bottom right corner, and they're looking for input by YouTube channels. Do that. You will be amazed of the benefits of that. And so I have been on some lives that it was one-on-one. They asked me questions. I've done lots of the different surveys. And as a YouTube channel, they give you, sometimes it's Visa cards or Amazon. Like the other day I got $75 worth of Barnes and Noble cards. So we went over and bought some books. But it's just a benefit because they want to know and they want to make YouTube better and better and better. And so, thank you, Lynn. That's very kind of you. If you're a YouTube channel, that is a benefit because if you're new to YouTube, they have what they call YouTube Academy. Take those classes. It doesn't cost you anything, and you learn so much, and you learn how YouTube expects you to behave, and it answers questions, and it does all kinds of stuff. So that is really a benefit if you're a YouTube channel. Now, I have to say that probably 90% of my subscribers are not YouTube channel. They don't have a YouTube channel, which is good. You know, you have to have a balance, and I appreciate all of them. And I'm reading the chat, and it's interesting where everybody is from. And, you know, in Wyoming, we have Montana, we have South Dakota, Idaho, Utah, Colorado. It's just so interesting, the diversity of people that I've met and diversity of channels that are around. But Angie and I were talking yesterday, and she is my perfect life in here. And there are so many channels along in the South, you know, from Texas all the way over to Florida. And maybe it's just that's the people that we find because we're homesteaders, and we're that's the kind of stuff we're looking for. Oh, I have to switch. This is Steph. Steph is one of my kindred spirits that I met through YouTube, and I absolutely adore. Seriously. And she knows that. But we email and we talk and on the phone, and we make video conversations or audio conversations that we send back and forth, and it's just so fun. And I would have never met so many wonderful people without YouTube. See, now Lisa's sharing where she is from Illinois. See, there's people from all over the world, actually. All over the world that we have met in Australia, in Africa, in South America, in Russia, and all throughout Europe. It has just been amazing. Oh, I am going to go over after the live and check that out. Small clip of what he's working on. Hoo-hoo-hoo. So fun. Steph, it says Nightbot thinks you're putting too many smiley faces, because this is what Steph put up, and then this is what Nightbot did. And I went in and I said to Nightbot, because there's things that you can control in Nightbot, and I said, let them put emojis up. Obviously, I didn't let them put enough emojis up. It's just so fun. This is Jennifer up north in Washington. Oh, that's beautiful country. Our daughter Tori was born in Tacoma. Is that I lived in Washington. I think it was about, it wasn't quite 2 years, but then we came back home. But it was beautiful country. And one of our daughters lives, though, in fact, the one that was born in Tacoma lives in Portland now. She had to go back. But Portland is a beautiful city. Totally. And Steph says that she nighted because it was Nightbot. That is so fun. But everyone, you know, I never have my lives very long. In fact, 45 minutes is longer than usual. Usually it's only 30 minutes because I know there are so many things for you guys to do and so many, you know, lives to watch, videos to watch, and just people are busy in life. Oh, looky here. Will Shed Wars be on this channel? Arkansas here. Yes, I am part of Shed Wars. And so I will have, because you have to have at least 2 Shed Wars videos per month, all the way, I think, until September, October. It's like 6 months that we do it for. And so, yes, there will be Shed Wars channel videos on my channel. So I'm totally excited about that. Oh, look at this. He gets told that all men don't crochet. Not true, because I have known a lot of men that crocheted. And so it is, I think, very relaxing and very fun. And then you get this beautiful product from it. I am working now on making slippers. And, oh, can you hear my clock chime in the background? And slippers, mittens, and cocoons on my Addy knitting machine. So when I get some of those done, I will post them. I'm just so excited. But everybody, I'm going to let you go because it is past 45 minutes. But just 1 second, maybe Joe will come say hi before we go. Maybe. There's Joe.
Hello.
I told him he could sit in the whole time, but he didn't want to. But we are signing off. I am making homemade ice cream today because we were going to dinner, and my father volunteered me to make homemade ice cream for this dinner. You got to do what your dad says. Huh? Maybe, not always. He would wish I would always do it.
Who's
but,
your daddy, baby? I'm your daddy. Remember that.
See, they're saying hi, Joe.
Lisa, Free Hanley, and Mackenzie.
Yep.
Nightbot.
Yeah, Nightbot. Yeah, I don't think Nightbot's saying hi to you. But have a great weekend, everybody. I so appreciate it. Appreciate you all. And Bob, thank you so much for becoming a member. I so appreciate it. Angie, my perfect life. You have a great day too. I love you. And I will see you guys in my next live and my videos up on Monday. Okay, see you then.